I represent SIT, the Schaffhausen Institute of Technology, which has a close partnership with another campus, JUB in Germany. And the concept is to go beyond the very successful model of the traditional research university in order to have a much more innovative and forward-looking institution that will bring together the best students and the best researchers in order to train the technology decision makers of tomorrow. We have two campuses, one in Schaffhausen, a small town in the north of Switzerland, and the other one in Bremen in the north of Germany, a much bigger town. And the two campuses are also very different in size. JUB in Bremen is much bigger. And it's also broader in its spectrum. Swiss campus is much smaller, but Switzerland is a very innovative country which has been able to overcome its size limitations by innovating in many different areas, and that is the idea for the SIT JUB complex as well. Most original offering is the Master of Science in Computer Science and Software Engineering, which, in spite of its name, Computer Science and Software Engineering, is actually a quite broad offering with both technical aspects and management aspects. The goal of this program is to train not just developers in the sense of programmers, not just managers, but people who can be technical managers, technical leaders, technical decision makers, who understand both the technical aspects in depth, software engineering, computer science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, all the modern technologies, and are able as well to manage a group and participate in decision making in strategy and policy. Honestly, I don't know any other program which has this dual focus as much as we do. One of the things that we did when we started this computer science and software engineering master was to query the people in our network, people at decision positions in companies, typically CEOs or CTOs, to ask them what they were really missing. And what they're missing is people with this dual management and technical savviness. And as a result, the kind of students whom we train are ready for positions like Chief Product Officer, Chief Program Officer, Chief Information Officer, and we're preparing for them positions of responsibility in companies, but not just management responsibilities. A responsibility that covers both the technical expertise and the management expertise. Tuition fees are the same on the two campuses in Switzerland and Germany. The expenses are not the same because Switzerland is more expensive than Germany, and also the Swiss campus is smaller. One thing that is important to mention is that we have various ways of waiving the tuition fee. For example, we run a programming contest called the STAR contest, and winners do not have to pay the tuition fees. Also, graduates from top universities, the top 25 universities in the world, don't have to pay the tuition fees. Another thing which is important to mention is that we don't want anyone to be prevented from studying, anyone brilliant to be prevented from studying. So we are a private university. By default we charge, but our real goal is to attract the best talent from all the world in general, and Georgia in particular. Let me just focus on the part I know best, which is the computer science and software engineering program. Faculty includes people who are mostly in software engineering. For example, my colleague, Professor Mauro Pezze, is one of the world's top experts on testing. He has published a reference textbook on software testing, and he teaches the quality engineering course. And as far as my own background, my field is software engineering and software quality. People know me largely for the books that I wrote on, in particular on object-oriented programming, and I teach courses and pursue research on software verification, that is to say, how to guarantee that software works the way it should, which of course is a crucial point given that modern society more and more fundamentally relies on software processes for its own needs and to make sure that the world works. I've talked mostly about the one program in which I'm deeply involved, the computer science and software engineering program. At the Schaffhausen Institute of Technology, there's a whole range of programs in biology, in physics, and I'm not the most qualified to describe them in detail, but the JUB website has all the details about these bachelor and master programs. Our students come from all over the world. We have something like 110 alumni from Georgia. And in general, our students come really from all over the world. Europe, of course, but also Africa. We have students from Nigeria, from Ethiopia, Asia, and most of the countries in Europe.